Hi, my name is Claudia Brown Coulter with Brownie Culture. I'm a divorce mediator and I help you create a customized divorce so that you can uncouple consciously and respectfully. Okay, today I wanted to talk to you about reasons why you should want your soon-to-be ex to be financially stable. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, that's why they're about to be my ex, because I'm done. It's not my responsibility anymore. Financially stable, that's my job. Take care of me, not them anymore. Okay, right, because when you are married, you do have a fiduciary responsibility to your spouse. But you're about to be divorced. So here are some reasons why you don't necessarily want to take your spouse to the cleaners, why you want them to still have money, or should want them to still have money, or something you should think about before you're like, F you and F you and F you, and I'm taking everything. Right. Okay. So we kind of got to calm ourselves down in this moment when we think about divorce. So if you have children, the first two reasons are around kids. Okay. If you have kids, the first reason would be you want your spouse, your soon-to-be ex, to be able to financially support the children so that when they're with them, they can take care of their needs. They can feed them, they can clothe them, all of those types of things. The other reason is if you have kids, kids are expensive and they don't stop costing you money. Even when they're grown, they go to college, they get married, they have babies, they open businesses, they do all these things. And they're like, hey, yo, can I get some money? Right? Oh, I know I'm like 50 years old, but I still need money. Mom, dad. So, okay, this is hyperbole. I understand that. But there are things outside of the day-to-day living that children need, be that extracurricular activities such as soccer or piano or ballet, or things like college and room and board, and maybe they're taking a gap year. That's going to cost you money. You know why it's going to cost you money? Because your kids ain't got a job. They don't have a job, right? So it would be really nice if your ex could open up their wallet too and help foot the bill, whether they will or won't. But your child could go and ask them for money if they're grown. But you want them to not be like, well, your mom, your dad, they cleaned me out. I've got nothing. I cannot help you. Also, that creates, when you have nothing and you have nothing to give your offspring, you lose your self-esteem. It really damages that self-esteem. So that is not a good relationship, a good space for your ex to be in relationship to your children. Okay, so the other reason, whether you have kids or not, is if you have joint debt and your name is on that debt and you can't get your name off of that debt, but your spouse will be like, that's okay, boo, I'm going to pay for it. Okay, I know we divorcing, but I'm going to pay for it. And then they don't. Your name is still on that account. And the creditors are going to come after you. And that is the last thing you want, right? So when you are divorcing, you want to get your name off of everything you possibly can. Okay? And you want to make sure that your ex is paying their bills if you can't get your name off of something. So these may seem silly and it may seem like, but you don't understand what they did to me. And now this is my right. I've been hurt. I've been wounded. I want to take everything from them. That is certainly a valid feeling and I get it. I understand. But it could bite you in the rear end later. So I am definitely not telling you what to do. I am just offering some suggestions for some things to think about before you walk into that mediation room and ask for every last thing. Okay? And it can help create, if you're not trying to clean them out, it can really help create goodwill with your spouse so that as you're negotiating your divorce, you can maybe have a little more give and take because they realize you're not trying to take them to the cleaners. Now, in California, we've got community property laws. Things are split 50-50. If you go to a judge, they're going to most likely split things down the middle. So even if you want to take them for all they're worth, you can't really do that. But it doesn't mean that you won't try, that people don't try to do that or try to get more than the court would give to them. And all of that does is drag your divorce out. And I don't want that to happen to you. Divorce is hard and it sucks. And life after divorce, immediately following divorce, is challenging too because of the financial situation. So I really want you to think clearly about how you go about your divorce when it comes to splitting your assets and splitting your debts. Okay? Because you can't just run on emotion. You're going to want to run on emotion, but you do that when you're out with your girlfriends, your boyfriends, whatever. When you're in that mediation room, when you're in that conference room with your attorneys and you're trying to settle, you got to keep your emotions in check. So be thinking about these things before you go into mediation, before you go into negotiation, so you can get the best settlement possible. So remember, you want your ex to be financially stable, because the last thing you want is for them to come up and be like, so the car broke down this week and I can't take the kids to soccer practice, so I'm going to need you to give me some money to fix my car. And then your ex be like, but you married now. Yeah, but he don't have no money either, so we need help. Now, this is a conversation I actually heard. And when she told me she was going to say that to her ex, I was like, really? So it may sound silly, but these are real life situations where people they are remarried and they go to their ex and they ask for money. So you really want to make sure that your ex, as best as it's up to you, is not destitute. Okay? Because I'd want to say no. No, you're married. Don't ask me for money. I think he gave her the money though. Okay. That's all for today. You guys have a great day. Join me again tomorrow. I look forward to chatting with you. Message me if you've got any questions. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.